Hey guys, it's Marley Marie here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a crochet beanie. You guys can use any type of yarn you guys would like, but here I'm going to be using a weight 4 yarn, and this video is mainly for people who know like the basic stitches of everything in crochet. That's a magic ring, a slip knot, chain, increases, or anything. In today's video, this is a regular beanie, but this is the ruffles beanie I be making. But this is the beanie that we're going to be making today. Before we get started, if you guys have any difficulties, make sure you leave it in the comments below of what problems you have. So this is all the products you will be needing. You will be needing scissors, a 1.5mm hook or a 5.5mm hook. I will be using the 4.5mm hook just because that's the preference I like to use the best. But the lowest I would go is probably a 4.0mm hook or a 5.5. We'll be needing scissors, hooks, and a darning needle. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to make your magic ring. This is how I like to make mine. If you're unsure how to make a magic ring, there's plenty of tutorials up there how to make one. But this is just how I like to make mine. So what you want to do is you want to make an X with your fingers like this. And then you want to wrap it around and then make an X at the top. And then what you want to do is you want to take a crochet hook, wrap it under, and then you want to flip it up. And then you want to go right here where your ring finger's at. You want to wrap it around and then you want to pull through this little stitch. And that's how you make your magic ring. Once you're done making your magic ring, you're going to want to chain 2. And then you're going to want to place 10 double crochets into the magic ring. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you just want to keep repeating that. So then I'm going to do about 6 more. So here's my 10 double crochets, and then what you want to do is you want to pull on this little string right here, and then you just want to tighten up the magic ring. Make sure you pull it tight so it doesn't open. So then what you want to do is you want to go into like this chain 2. You want to enter into that stitch and you want to wrap around and then make a slip knot. And then what you want to do is you want to chain another 2. So once you chain 2, then you want to make 2 double crochets. So basically what you're doing is you're increasing. So what you want to do is you want to wrap around, go into the first stitch, pull through, and you want to pull through 2, and then you want to pull through 2 again, and then you're going to repeat that process, but you're going to enter into the same stitch, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then you just want to repeat that process all around, but I'm going to show you guys one more time. So what you want to do, you want to wrap around, enter into the stitch, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. And then you want to go into the same stitch, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So you basically just want to repeat this process all over again, but you want to put 2 stitches in the same stitch, if that makes sense. So you just want to keep repeating this process, and I think in total you should have about 22 double crochets in total. So yeah, so I'll meet you guys back when I get to the end of it, and by the end of it, it should be like a little right here, so where it's more up at. All right, and now this is my last double crochet. So this is the second double crochet, and then now what you want to do is that you want to go into the second stitch right here. You want to go through both loops. You want to pull through, and then you want to make a slip knot. And make sure you pull the yarn to tighten it. So this is our second round. So now what you want to do is that you want to chain 2. And now we're going to go on the third row of increases. So now what you want to do is that you want to make 1 double crochet and then you want to do 2 increases. No, 1 increase. So it's 1 and 2. So the first stitch is going to be 1 double crochet. So 1, and then the second stitch is going to be 2. So 1, and then the same stitch you want to put another 1. So again, it's going to be 1. And then it's going to be 2. So you just want to repeat that process all around until you get to the end. All right, so I'm on my last stitch now. So 1, and then like you did before, you want to enter into the second stitch, and you want to pull through, and then you want to make a slip knot, and make sure you tighten up that string too. So moving on to row 4, you want to chain 2 again, and then instead of 1 and then 2, you want to, it's basically 1 1 2. So you do 2 1 double crochets, and then you want to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Right, so you're gonna do 1 double crochet in the first stitch, another double crochet in the second stitch, and then to the third stitch you're gonna do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So 1 and then 2. Sorry if I'm getting a little close, guys, but 2. And you just want to repeat that process over and over again. I'll show you guys one more time. So what you want to do is you want to do 1 double crochet, and you want to yarn over and do another double crochet. Into that third stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Alright, so you just want to repeat that process until you get to the end. Just a disclaimer, if your work does start to curve in, that is completely normal. This is just the bowl shape making so we can make our hat. But I'm almost to the end. So you see I made 2 double crochets right there. So we're going to do 1, another 1, and then we're going to do 2. It's also excuse me for the noise in the background. I'm sorry, guys. But you're gonna do 2. This is what it should look like now. So then you want to, I know it's a little hard to see, so I'm gonna try to get it up close. So what you want to do is you want to enter into that second stitch like you did the other ones, and you want to pull through and make a slip knot, and again tighten up your yarn. I'm gonna chain 2 again, and we're entering our last increase round. So we're entering our 5th round of increases. Alright, so now we're going to be doing 3 double crochets, single double crochets, and then in the 4th stitch we're going to be doing 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So what you want to do, I know it's a little hard to see because it's black, so I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. So what you want to do in the first stitch is you want to make 1 double crochet. Second stitch you want to make another 1 double crochet. In the third stitch you want to make another single double crochet. And in this 4th stitch, you want to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So 1 into the same stitch, and then 2. And just like before, you want to repeat this process all around. So yeah, I'll show you guys that one more time. So what you want to do, 1 double crochet. So that's 1. In the second stitch, you're going to do another double crochet. That's 2, and then 3. And in the 4th stitch, you want to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And see, I have a color changing yarn, that's why I'm changing. I'm not switching colors, it's just a color changing yarn. So yeah, but if your work starts to curve in, it's completely normal again. But I'm gonna get back to you guys when I reach the end. Alright guys, so I reached the end, and now since this is our final round of increases, we're gonna do the same thing. Enter into that second stitch. Make sure you make a slip knot and then pull your yarn. This can always flatten out your work, if that helps better, but it's still gonna curve in. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the body of the hat. So now we're only gonna work 1 double crochet into every single round for about 10 rounds. So I'm gonna do it. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. So you're just gonna keep repeating this process over and over again for about 10 rounds. I'm gonna meet you guys back when I'm done. To let you guys know, whenever you end a row, you want to do the same exact thing we've been doing on the increases row. So you want to enter into that second stitch, and you want to do a slip knot. Make sure you tighten up and then you want to chain 2, and then you want to enter. It's very important that you enter into this first stitch. So you want to wrap around into the first stitch and make a double crochet. So that way it creates like this thing, so you know where like the end of the row is. Unless you use stitch markers, that's also a good necessary thing, but I don't use them, so this is how I use my stitches. So you just want to repeat over and over again. You just want to keep making 1 double crochet in every single stitch. I'm doing this for about 10 rounds, and I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm done with those 10 rounds. All right, so I have gotten to the 10 rows. I think I've done about 11 rows in total, but this is what it should look like. It should curve in, make like a kind of like a bowl shape. So this is the hat. So this is just a regular beanie, but here's the outcome of the hat. All right, so to finish off, what you're gonna do is you're gonna chain 2. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off like a long, maybe like a little bit, like a string left. Cut off about that much. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the string through. And then you're just gonna tighten it. So here's the hat. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your darning needle and you're gonna take it and put it through the little hole. And then where you see the lines of the crochet, so you're gonna stick your needle in there, stick your needle through each hole. Make sure you take your time with this one. It looks like this. So then once you do that, you just want to pull this part and you just want to pull it through, so that way you can hide it. What you want to do is you want to grab your scissors, cut about right there, and then you just want to pull the string through, like you just want to pull the hat, but not too hard. And see where this is, you can just cut it and you can just flip the hat inside out to hide it. And if you want to do more rows than that, you can also do that, so you can fold the hat like this. But I like the hat like this, so this is about 11 rows. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any trouble, make sure you comment down below. And if you guys made the hat, make sure you follow my Instagram, designs.bymarley, so I can see your finished product. If you guys are also interested in the pattern, I will comment the pattern down. Just let me know. And if you also want a pattern for something else, you can always just DM me on my Instagram, but I will leave all that in the description below. And thank you guys so much for watching.